Item letter S is a first reading of ordinance number 1308, amending section 2-104 and 4-38 of the City of Marshfield Municipal Code relating to room tax within the City of Marshfield. Steve.
Thank you. It seems like we've had the discussion on the room tax increase quite a few times in the last year and a half or 2 years. It's back before you tonight as part of ordinance number 1308 for first reading. Most communities in our area have an 8% room tax. That would include Wausau, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids. The City of Marshfield has been at 6% for some time, and the state law would allow us, obviously, to go higher. Under the code that we have right now, there's a breakdown. Some of the monies go to the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the majority, and the balance goes to the city for use in park and recreation programs such as the zoo, parks and trails, that types of thing that bring tourists and visitors to our community. With that in mind, staff is recommending council hold the first reading tonight, which we're doing, and that this be scheduled for second reading and adoption on September 27th. And I would certainly take any questions. Matt McLean is here from the Convention and Visitors Bureau if you have any questions specifically for him.
Discussion. Questions. Mr. Wagner.
Yes, I'd like to reiterate my opposition to this. And I had a number of reasons for opposing it. Now, the first one is I do not consider every other community is doing this as a compelling reason to raise a tax. And it matters little. It matters nothing to me that this tax isn't on Marshfield citizens, but people who visit from out of town. Raising a tax for the purpose of raising a tax or just because you can is not a compelling reason, period. The second reason I am opposing it is during this whole process, and Steve's right, it's been before us several times. During this whole process, Visitors and Convention Bureau has come before us, and they have never pleaded the case to us that there is an absolute or compelling need for this, nor have they given us a plan to show us what they want to spend the money for. That troubles me. I'm not happy about that. Couple that with the fact that up until just recently, they had a pretty substantial amount of money left in reserves, which has been unspent, and they couldn't find projects to do. They couldn't find projects to spend it on. Recently, they found a way to do it. They gave $75,000 to the bear exhibit in one lump sum, and they think that still brought them down to somewhere in the vicinity of $200,000 in reserves. I haven't checked the financials, the most recent financial statements, but I think it's there. And I guess finally, there are some on the council who believe that the other share, the 30% that we're going to be allowed to keep eventually, that all goes to the Park and Rec Department is reason enough to do this. That amounts to maybe $30,000 a year. And that's in my mind, that is not a significant amount in terms of the whole amount that we're funding is pretty much peanuts. So when this thing comes for a vote, you can expect me to oppose it. Thank you.